Obviously, it's been a terrible situation down in Texas this week. Thousands of people dealing with some major damage to their homes and apartments after the power grid failed down there, leading to frozen pipes and even more situations. So if something like that happens to you that's totally out of your hands, is that something that would fall under your homeowners or renters insurance, and what could you do about it? We're talking with attorney Justin Marcotta this morning. In Legally Speaking, that is the topic of the day. Justin, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. We had some technical difficulties with the Skype machine, but hopefully everything is working somewhat now through the phone.
Well,
so thanks for having me on.
We can hear you loud and clear. That's the good part. And technology, as I've always said, is good when it actually works. But either way, we can still tackle this topic with you this morning on the phone. So obviously, when we think of flood damage, this probably isn't the type of thing we're thinking of. Does it still fall under that same category?
So winter storm insurance claims, they may seem kind of similar to what we deal with in the summer with flood insurance, but different vehicles. Flood insurance normally comes from the federal government, has to be specified to certain areas of the country. Winter storm claims, not too different than other claims under somebody's homeowner's insurance policy. Things like leaks in the roof from maybe ice or snow accumulation, frozen pipes, they burst, kind of like a flood, but that's covered if you're not responsible for the reason why the pipe kind of got that way in the first place. And then tree limbs, other things, hail damage to cars and maybe some windows and roofs as well. So all those fall under the same type of homeowner's insurance claim we're accustomed to.
Now, I'm curious, what if a situation that a lot of people see, especially this time of year, maybe their gutters were clogged, it fills with ice, it rips part of their roof off or their part of their siding down. If that's something that is done from like a lack of maintenance, is that still something that your insurance can take care of?
So it becomes a fine line in that situation. When you make a claim for some type of ice accumulation or snow that's going to cause some damage, when you submit the claim, I'm accustomed to seeing adjusters come out to the property, or maybe contractors or engineers come, and if it's determined that your kind of negligence or lack of care is the reason why it got to the point where the damage occurred, then the claim could be denied. So you always want to double check and realize the gutters are clear, maybe something's not building up. Things happen, but if they determine it's probably your fault, that's when your coverage is not going to apply.
Very interesting. So are there any other common situations that you can think of when it comes to winter weather, especially that typically aren't covered, that maybe we might just assume are?
The pipe damage thing is one that older ones, they pop, somebody did not do the proper maintenance. That may not be covered. One common thing you can think of is if it's an automobile-related claim, maybe a tree limb falls on your property onto a car in the driveway. If your homeowner's insurance doesn't pick up that claim, you might want to try and submit it to your automobile insurance, and they'll cover some damage possibly as well.
All right, great advice this morning, Justin. Thank you for joining us. Sorry about the technical glitches, but it's something we all deal with these days. We got the information on air. That's the important part. Enjoy your weekend, all right?
Thanks, Steve. You too.
I'll try my best. All right, well, keep it here. We have everything you need to know before you head out the door to start your Friday and then start sprinting toward the weekend, including that last look at the forecast with Emily when we come back.